All right. So we have one more week. This whole week 18 thing is weird.
It is weird, isn't
Oh,
it?
this 18 weeks, 17 games thing. This is all uncharted territory. We've
It's
never
madness.
it is madness. The last time we talked a few weeks ago, the Bills were in trouble.
Yes.
Uh things were looking bad. What was I forget what where I think that was right after the first Patriots game.
Hmm.
Uh and yeah, I think it was also out. It was right after they lost to Tampa Bay too, and
Yes.
that crazy game. But ever since then, they've been looking awesome.
They got it
Um,
together. I will say that we're on the mend.
they got it together, I think, for one simple reason. And I think the reason why they weren't doing so great is because they refused to run the ball. And then they decided to run the damn ball. And
And we
look what
look
I was
like a live team again.
exactly like
Huge.
people. Football is all about balance. You can't just be a passing team 100% of the time, and you can't have your quarterback be your running game.
Right.
It's okay if
As
you
much
run
as we love to watch him jump and hurdle people and do all this fun stuff, like we need him to be a quarterback.
hurdling is fun, but yeah, you also need to you also need to stay on the ground and make some of those awesome throws that Josh does. So
Mm-hmm.
but hey, they recovered, and the best part is they beat the Patriots really good too in New England. God, that
And
had to
they
feel
had our
good.
nice best fans in the NFL sign to also look at on the way back from the stadium. So
Uh-huh.
that was the cherry on top.
Uh-huh. So now they are the 4 seed. Um, is it a four? Did they already win the AFC East, or are they
So
going to?
that is what's on the line this week. So if we beat the Jets, which I think we might have a pretty okay chance doing that, that
Oh yeah,
because we
you
kind of
got
broke
this.
the Jets. We kind of broke the Jets earlier this year. But no, if we beat them, then I think even if the Patriots won, we would still win because there's like a tiebreaker stat in there that we would be the winner because we had a better divisional record than they did. So
Okay, so just win, and you win the East.
we
Either
win the
way,
division.
you're making the playoffs. Yeah, you clinched the
We
playoffs.
clinched
So
the playoffs. Yep. So now we're playing for the division. And I was a little bit nervous about how this game was kind of going to be taken because usually that's like if we were already in like, how we were last year, it's like, oh, last game of the year, second strings, third strings, fourth strings, like go out and do your thing, go have fun. But like with this game, with the division being on the line, I think the tone's been a little bit different. And, Sean McDermott's really been drilling like, hey, we're playing for the division. We're not just playoff caliber. Now we need to be championship caliber. So I think he's really honing in that like we need to do good this week. It's not just, a free for all where all the starters are going to sit. I know the Bengals are kind of taking that approach, which I think is kind of interesting. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. I would love, I don't know if you guys can see my hat, but it says AFC East
you got a
2020.
division
I
championship.
want a 2021 one. I do.
Oh yeah.
So
Well, so do
let's get it
I.
done.
But mine is from
Yeah.
I guess it was from last year.
You guys
Yeah,
both
I
are
I
division
see
hats on.
see you got yours. I like getting my division championships ones like 6 months later when they're five
When they're
dollars
like
on the
a lot
clearance rack.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I wanted mine right away. I was so proud. So
Hey,
yeah, I
you
want a
should be.
2021 hat.
You
So
should be.
that's what I'm waiting for.
I wish the Bills would have a hat that says we beat the Patriots ass when there wasn't a blizzard. And
Yeah.
because the crap coming out of that first Patriots Bills game of, oh, the Bills aren't that good, oh, the Patriots are good again, oh, they always have the Bills number, the Bills just
Hmm.
can't handle it. It's like it was a blizzard, it was like 50-mile-an-hour winds. What
That
do you
game was
want?
That game was such an anomaly. Like being there, I'm like, this is the most bizarre game I have ever been to in my life. Like you saw the upright swaying. It was just the wind hurt your face. Like my face was just like raw after, like burnt. I'm like, this is not a good, like if you're looking for like those benchmark games to like really see where you're at, like that was not the game to be looking
No,
at
no, it
all.
was totally. It was like it was that the game where if you tried to kick a field goal, like it would just go woo,
Right.
like you can't kick a field goal.
Same.
I imagine you can't make a pass.
No.
That's why New England was running 899 times.
And we didn't wake up then to be like, oh, we should have,
Yeah, maybe.
a run game. But that's okay.
But
I'm just glad we figured it out. Singletary's been, really awesome and proving himself out there. So I'm glad that, we're starting to have more faith in him. We started incorporating Isaiah McKenzie more. He's got a lot of speed. So I'm glad we got to, mix it up a little bit.
so basically the Bills can be anywhere. I don't know. I don't even know if they could still get that 2 seed, but they could get right now they're the 4 seed.
I think we could
Um,
get third. To me, I think that's the highest
the
we
highest you
would
could get
be
is
able
third.
to go. I think so, with the most likeliness that we could get third.
Okay, so right now, the Titans have the number 1 spot. Then right now it's the Chiefs, and then the Bengals, Bills, and Patriots are all at 10-6. So those are the 5 teams that are definitely in the playoffs. And then there's 4 teams trying for those last 2 spots: the Colts, the Chargers, the Raiders, and the Steelers. And so who do you want out of those 4 teams? Who do you want to play that first week?
Man, honestly, I would love to play the Patriots again and just stick it to them one last time.
God. Oh
Wouldn't
my
that be
God.
so nice just to be like, that's what you get for talking smack?
That's right.
Bye.
That's right. It's extra special when you beat the team you hate in the playoffs. There's just an extra special, like, ooh, we just ended your season. Oh,
hmm
it feels so
And I
good.
really feel like the spirit is like in there, like that. I feel like we would just do
Oh
it.
no, 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 no. I mean, the Bills hate the Patriots. They didn't need the extra motivation, but the crap coming out of all the experts after that game in Buffalo. Oh my God. Oh, I guess the Bills just aren't that good. Oh, look at the Patriots are good
They're
again.
the
It's like,
worst.
oh my goodness. Like I was
And
just
then they
annoyed.
harp on Mac Jones that like he's the greatest thing since sliced
Oh,
bread. I'm like,
God.
he's maybe average at best.
I get it. He's a rookie, but come on. And he's done all right for a rookie, but come on. Let's not crown his ass already.
Pump the brakes a little bit.
Pump the brakes, people. So, yeah, so basically I believe the situation the Colts play the Colts play Jacksonville.
hmm
And if the Colts win, I think they're definitely in. But if they lose, then it's between the Steelers, Chargers, and Raiders for those last 2 spots. And
Ooh.
anything can happen. Yes, Jacksonville sucks, but still, anything can
Hey, they
happen.
beat us. They found a way to beat us. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So anything can happen. So we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be crazy. Uh, Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was just talking to some Steelers fans. It's like, do we even want to see the Steelers in the playoffs? They're just not real good right now.
yeah.
They're not finishing well. I mean, yes, it was the Ben Farewell tour was cute, and it was
But
a
we'll leave it
wonderful
at that.
moment.
No more.
Yeah, let's
We
just
had a happy ending. Let's just keep it a happy ending.
exactly. Let's just go out on a high note. Let's not, we don't need to lose 62-13 in the playoff games. we don't need, Kansas City destroying us again or something like that. So let's just end it
Yeah,
on a high note.
for sure.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. It's always it's just fun when it comes down to the last the last week of the season, and teams are still playing for the playoffs and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's cool. But
I think it's gonna be interesting now too that Derrick Henry is gonna be coming off IR. That's a
mhm.
little bit scary because he is a monster.
He is a monster. Yeah, and he'll be fresh. So that's, I mean, all of the teams between the Titans, Chiefs, Bengals, and Bills, I think it's any one of those four teams could go to the Super Bowl.
For sure.
But I don't know. I think the Bills might be the most complete team right now. I don't know. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be just really fun. I mean, the Patriots, God, I never want to see them win anything, but still, and I don't think the Colts. I mean, the Colts could do something too. Jonathan
Jonathan
Taylor is a
Taylor is
beast.
just insane. Like he to me is the team that it's like if he just like really gets it going and no one finds a way to stop him, like they absolutely could be a contender. But it's like without him, or if teams are
The
finding ways to
Colts.
contain him, like
Well, it all comes down to Carson Wentz. If Wentz is good, they have a
mhm.
chance. But if he's not good, which he's been not good a lot, then they're in trouble. So we'll see.
Yeah, he's been pretty
Um,
inconsistent. I feel like
yeah,
this
I mean,
season.
and I mean the Chargers could be the Chargers could be interesting, but they have a lot of problems. I'm shocked that the Raiders are still winning games.
Me
So
too, actually, that they're still
yeah,
in it.
yeah,
I think it's going to be really competitive though. Like I don't see any of these, going into the playoffs. I really don't see any like blowouts or anything like that. I think they're going to
exactly.
be very nitty-gritty games.
I think it's just going to be so much fun seeing any game between the Titans, Chiefs, Bengals, and Bills. Any game. Bills haven't they didn't play Cincinnati yet this year, did you?
We didn't. No, I think we're actually set to play them next year, which I think I think that's going to be one of our away games. So I would like to go see it because I like Joe Burrow. I think he's a good dude. So I would like to go
I,
see
you
him
know,
play.
I hate him because he's in
Well,
in the
you
same
hate him because
division.
you're a Steelers fan, but
But I like the dude. He's a cool dude, smoking cigars, just saying whatever. I
yeah.
love that when they played the Baltimore Ravens, and the Ravens defensive coordinator just totally disrespected him and Jamar Chase. And usually when somebody trash talks you or something like that, you use the cliches or you brush it off or something like that. He's like, no, no, that pissed me off, and I was thinking about it. It's like, yeah, good for you. You should be. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's like, because I think they were like, well, aren't you going to double cover Jamar Chase? He's like, nah, he's not that good. He's not, the quarterback's not that good, and the wide receiver's not that good. We don't need to do that. And they just torched him. So good, good.
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, your division, like the AFC North, you guys are kind of like us for Buffalo. You're kind of like all like our cousins. So it's like, we got you guys, you're like our favorite cousin, since he's like the cool cousin we get along with. The Ravens is like the boozy cousin that, kind of thinks they're too cool for everyone. And then the Browns are just a hot mess cousin that's like you invite them to be polite, but they're just being crazy and degenerate somewhere. So
If you invite them, the cops are probably going to be called. They're
for
they're
sure.
they're just a hot mess. Yeah, either the cops are getting called or something's catching on fire or something's breaking. Something's happening if you're inviting the
Something
Browns.
bad is going on for
Yeah,
sure.
they're a mess. They're a mess. They're a mess, and they're loud. They're a loud mess. They're not even a quiet mess. They're just loud and obnoxious and just a
A loud and proud mess for sure.
yes, a loud and proud mess. And then in the NFC, it's pretty much set. The Packers are number one, the Rams are two, Tampa's three, the Cowboys are four, and then the Cardinals, Eagles, and I think 49ers are going to be in there. I think so. There's some, maybe the Saints could make it or something like that. We'll see. So yeah, we'll see. But I mean, that's also just really interesting. I think the Packers are the most complete team of anyone.
Definitely.
Um, the Rams, I I don't know we don't know what's going to happen with Matthew Stafford. he could be good. He could be bad. He could be. I don't know. We don't know how he is at the playoffs because I don't think he's ever made the playoffs, or maybe he's done it
I know.
once.
I was
So
thinking the same thing. I'm like, has Matt Stafford ever been in the playoffs? I don't know that he has.
I
So
don't
it's like
know,
he's
but
kind of one of those QBs that's like you don't know like which version of him is going to show up.
yeah.
Is it the one that's going to throw for like, over 400 yards, or are you just going to completely flop? So
And then and then Tampa is just they they are they are they are another. They're like Cleveland. They're a hot mess.
yeah, they are.
Oh my goodness, Antonio Brown. Oh my God.
I
What
don't know
I
what's
I,
going
I
on.
don't I don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I was kind of like looking at like what Ian was reporting on and saying, he didn't want to play because he didn't feel like he was ready. And there was kind of like a miscommunication. And they were saying, like, no, you need to play. And then he just was like really upset about it. Then there's like the whole incentives part. So it's like, I feel like there was a lot going on. I don't know if we'll ever know like the real, full, complete answer of like what really went on. But at the end of the day, I just hope, he gets help that the help that he needs. Like,
He needs help. He needs help, and it's sad, and you hope he doesn't hurt himself or other people.
for sure.
But he definitely has mental issues, and that's
Hmm.
people keep saying like, well, he must have CTE. He's like, we don't know that he's been a jerk all his life, so I don't know, but just yeah, just get some help, dude. It's just it's sad and has a potential to be a tragedy. So let's
Hmm.
just hopefully
Yeah,
he gets some help. The
for sure.
Cowboys are interesting. They could be good, but they could also, they have there've been times where they haven't looked great. So I don't know what to expect from them. Same thing with the Cardinals. The Cardinals, they could be good or they could not. So I don't know.
Yeah. They've
So
been
I mean,
pretty dominant, I feel like, throughout the season, but there are times. I mean, hey, they lost to the Lions. Who would have saw that happening?
right,
So
right.
you don't know.
Yeah, so any one of those five teams could make it, but I think the Packers look. I think they're the most complete. I think this might be their year
Hmm.
because I think they have no weaknesses right now.
Oh my gosh, I
And
felt so bad watching them play the Viking. Well, I didn't feel bad for Green Bay, but watching that Vikings game and it was so cold and that poor quarterback, I don't even know what his name was, but he just had to go out there and do his thing for the Vikings. I'm like, God bless his soul.
man, yeah, that's tough. It's tough. It's like I really don't know you guys. You don't know me. Let's just I don't know. At that point, I would just say, let's just draw things like just do like playground stuff. It's like let's just draw things in the dirt. Like you
Just
go
have
here, you go
fun and
here. Like
try what you
yeah,
can.
let's just throw it around. Let's see what happens. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. But this is oh gosh, it's so exciting. I love this time of year. The games count so much.
Hmm.
Um yeah, and then the playoffs are going to start, and it's going to be awesome. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, good luck to the Bills. It's going to be fun. They
Thank you so much. I'm nervous, but I'm more excited than nervous. I will say that. Like the way they've really turned it around the last couple weeks and kind of, found out who they are and let their running game loose. Like I feel a lot more confident than I did, 4 weeks ago when we were just a dumpster fire. And I'm like, are we even gonna make the playoffs? So I feel a lot better.
there was a chance they weren't. There was a chance
There
they weren't going
absolutely
to make the
was.
playoffs. They were toward the bottom. So yeah, they figured it out. Yeah, yeah. When you look at like the good teams, the good teams usually have the good quarterback,
Hmm.
and there's always Mahomes. We talked about Joey Burrow, but Josh Allen is right up there if he's not
Yeah.
the best. Uh, so yeah, you have an excellent chance of making it out of the conference into the Super Bowl. So now where the Super Bowl will be played, we'll see, because it might be in California, it might be in Texas, it might be maybe on an island. So I don't know. I don't know
I
what's
don't
gonna happen.
know.
If
I think California was like the one that maybe was trending, but I don't know. Because I think I
yeah,
actually had friends that like a long time ago, they actually like went and bought flights like to California with the assumption that that's where it was gonna be.
I
So
I I I could see, that would just be such a mess if they just changed where the Super Bowl is.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, all those hotels, all those businesses,
And you
all
have to hope it's refundable because maybe some people are
yeah,
just like, nope, this is set in stone. We're definitely going.
right,
And
right. Yeah,
then
you could.
something crazy
A lot of people.
happens.
Yeah, a lot of people can lose money. If the Bills do go to the Super Bowl, are you going?
I think I want to watch it at home in Buffalo. Like I want to be surrounded by Bills Mafia. Like going to a Super Bowl, maybe if I won the lottery, because I don't think the tickets are very cheap. Maybe if I like won the lottery or something, I would go to a game. But I feel like if we went and we win, like to be surrounded by Bills Mafia in your own city, I feel like would be the most incredible feeling ever.
I when the Steelers went to the Super Bowl in 1995, I remember saying to a friend, it's like, we're going. We are going, because it was in Arizona. It's like, let's go to Arizona. Let's get tickets. Let's get to the hotel. Yeah. And then we saw how much it was. Like, you know what? We'll stay home.
Yeah,
I mean,
home's a great option.
at the time, a ticket was only like $1,500 or something like that.
Which is
And
a
who
cheap
knows?
ticket now.
That's a cheap, yeah. Now I think it's like minimum $2,000, $3,000 just for the ticket.
Yeah.
Then you got to
Then you
figure out
got to add in like the airfare and all
yeah.
that other good stuff and food
But
and drinks. It's a lot.
the one that they played against Arizona in 2009, I was at a bar that was basically filled with Steelers fans, and that was the best experience because you're with your own fans, your own
Yeah.
people, and
Yeah.
there's nothing like watching something like that with a bunch of people, and
Hmm.
the Steelers won, so that helped too. Yeah. When they played Green Bay and lost, that was I saw it in a church. That was a really weird situation.
It's an interesting place to watch a football game. I don't know that I've done that.
It was a weird situation. They're like, the church was saying, it's like, hey, everybody, come on in. We're gonna have a big party. And it turned out to be not a big party. It turned out to be just a few people. And it was really weird because it's like there's this priest that's saying, peace be with you and stuff, and he's screaming at the TV. He's like, oh, come on, that should have been an interception. What's going on? It's like, oh my God, you're supposed to be a man of God. You're supposed to be a holy person. You're not supposed to be screaming at refs. What are you doing?
Oh my God. Jesus and the Steelers were in their heart. I respect
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Jesus, take the wheel and take the referee's whistle or something. I don't know, but yeah. So that was a weird situation. But yeah, I agree. Being with fans, sharing the experience, and hopefully it would go really well, and hopefully your team does well. There's nothing like it. It was a wonderful experience. It's so hopefully you get to experience that. So we'll see.
Yes.
We'll see. We're gonna. It's far from set, but you at least you got a chance. You got a good
Chance. You're saying there's a chance.
So,
Yeah.
so you're telling me there's a chance. So, all right, buddy. Well, great talking to you.
Good
Good
talking.
good luck. Maybe the Steelers will make it. We'll see.
Maybe. Hey, I'm wishing you guys good luck too. I know you kind of don't want any more hot messes to happen. And you liked, Ben's farewell the way it went, but
what and if the Steelers do make the playoffs and they end up playing the Bills, just keep it to under 50 points. Now that's the first time when we talked way back in September. We're like, oh, you think the Bills are going to put up a 50 burger on the Steelers? And the Steelers ended up winning, but that's not going to happen again if they play again. No. The Bills would smack the Steelers around, but still,
oh
we'll
my
see.
gosh.
We'll
see. We'll see. Yes.
All right, buddy. Hey, thanks a lot.
Yeah, of course. Take care.
See you.